A girl on the street saved a dog that seemed to understand human emotions. The dog kept following her and wouldn't leave. Seeing the girl hadn't eaten, the dog brought her a bag of cookies. After eating the cookies, the dog brought her a bottle of water. Looking at this highly intelligent dog, the girl who had just lost her father decided to adopt it. Little did she know, the dog was actually her late father. A few days ago, the girl got into college, but her cruel stepmother didn't let her go to school, wanting the money to be saved for her unborn child. The father didn't want to take sides between his wife and daughter. However, the stepmother blamed him for being useless. Unbeknownst to her, the father worked 3 jobs a day, barely sleeping for 2 hours. His only wish was for his daughter to continue her education, but the cruel stepmother used her unborn child as a threat. The child was the man's soft spot, and the stepmother took advantage of it to force him to kneel and bark like a dog, or else she would make life miserable for everyone in the house. The father, caught between his pregnant wife and his beloved daughter, finally gave in and knelt before his stepmother. Seeing her father's weakness, the girl became furious and ran out. The father worried about his daughter getting hurt, so he chased after her. At that moment, a big truck was rushing towards the girl. In a split second, the father pushed his daughter aside and was thrown several meters away by the speeding truck. When they arrived at the hospital, he was only breathing out, not in. The doctor told them that 200,000 yuan was needed for surgery, and even if he survived, he would have to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. When the stepmother heard about the 200,000 yuan, she refused to treat him and even pulled out his oxygen tube. At the very moment of his death, the man realized how wrong he had been. At that time, the only thing he couldn't stop thinking about was his daughter. From then on, there was a dog in the world. To take care of his daughter, he followed her all the time. When the girl was hungry, he found her food. When she was thirsty, he found her water. However, shortly after his death, the stepmother kicked the girl out. So, the girl and the dog were forced to live on the streets. Until one day, her real mother found her and told her that the house was bought by her father, meaning the stepmother had no right to occupy it. Although the mother seemed to always think of her daughter, she actually wanted to take advantage of the situation to get her father's inheritance. Download the Daily Short app to watch full episodes for free.